The following video has been Fatboy approved. These are the shill-free opinions of Fatboy. Every product reviewed is bought and paid for by Fatboy. Yeah.
What is going on, everybody? It is your boy. Welcome into Fatboy Fragrance Reviews, and today we got a double dip review on two from Carolina Herrera, and I can't wait to get all up in it with you. But before we do that, if you are new to this channel, come on in. Hit the like and subscribe, baby. Well, I would really appreciate it if you hit the notifications too, because I try to put out a lot of content during the week. 3 to 4 to 5 videos, a couple streams, and a bunch of shorts, all there for you to watch. So hit the like and subscribe. Join this Fatboy family. We love to have you. If you want to sample these two, go on over to fatboyfragrance.com. Fatboyfragrance.com, where the customer's always right, and take advantage of our Valentine's Day promo that we got going on that runs all the way through Valentine's Day. All right, let's go. These two from Carolina Herrera, the bad boy lineup, the two newest bad boys. We're going to get all up in it, and you know how we do it, baby. No edits, no do-overs, one take, and I always get it right. Fatboy Fragrance Review starts now. Alright, we are back, and the two fragrances we will be discussing today, and I'm not going to show the boxes off, excuse for the fingerprints on these bad boys, but we are just talking about today. I did a quick little first impressions on them. I worn them both now. I got my full feelings on them, and that is Bad Boys Colbat Elixir, and Bad Boy from Carolina Herrera's Dazzling Garden. Now these two are 2020. That's a 2023 release and 2024 release. So these are new fragrances, pretty much the newest one from the lines. As you can see, this is the Thunderbolt look they give to their bad boy fragrances, and this is pretty cool. The bigger bottles come with an atomizer like that, and if you get a smaller one, you're going to get the atomizer built in right there in the front. All right, this one has a purple kind of hue look to it, as you can see there, and I do apologize for all the fingerprints. These are just fingerprint magnets. And here is this one's like a blue like the other Colbat. Now I do own Colbat Elixir, a blue electric one, and that one is prominent note is plum. These have different notes. So we're going to start off first with Dazzling Garden. This is a 2023 release. The citrus note in this one, or the fruitier, sweeter note in this one, is going to be grapefruit. So let's go ahead and pull it up, and we got it right here, the notes. So we've got white pepper, grapefruit in the top, then you have clary sage, vetiver in the middle, and cocoa and tonka bean in the bottom. So this fragrance, as you look at the notes, with the grapefruit and white pepper, should almost be a very familiar smell, very kind of designer-like fragrance. The dry down should be a little bit sweeter, a little bit chocolatier. We'll find out. And while I'll let you know this one's a winter wear or an all year round wear, I'll let you know, because these kind of notes kind of can be a little misleading when it comes to when you should wear this. So when you spray this one, you have the button right there, and you just spray it. Great atomizer. Man, it does smell phenomenal in the air. When I first sprayed this one, I do say it does remind me of other fragrances in my collection. I can't think of them right now. But the grapefruit and the white pepper work really well together. And on the skin, you do get this spicy, peppery, kind of herbal, citrusy vibe you get in the opening. It definitely screams, hey, I'm a designer fragrance. I'm going to smell great in the opening, and you're going to like to wear me. Now, this one, as I wore it, it was not really a fragrance that really went too far to being, it just pretty much stuck in its own little lane. The grapefruit and the sweetness of that one hung around for a while, but the sweetness of the tonka and the cocoa did not overpower it. It blended it well. I feel like this fragrance kind of like, it's just pretty much, they mixed it all in the pot and you're getting them all at once. I don't feel like there's a top, a mid, and a dry down in this one. It's just pretty much in the top, you get the same vibe all the way down, and that's not a bad thing. If you're looking for a kind of like, not generic, but just plain, simple, citrusy, kind of spicy fragrance with a little bit of an earthy vibe at the end of it, and a little bit chocolatey, kind of sweet vibe to go with it. But pretty much the same throughout. This might be the one for you. Now, when would I wear this fragrance? I could say that this fragrance is definitely a year-round fragrance. You can wear it in the summer, winter, it doesn't matter. I think it holds up well anytime. And that is a plus for this one. So if you want something that's going to last, that's going to be something you can wear year-round, this is definitely one of those ones. And it is a cool bottle. And if you were going to get into this lineup, this is the safest one to get so far, I think. It's just very safe to get, easy to wear. It reminds me a little bit of, let's say, Valentino Uomo's Intense Coral Fantasy Intense. That one reminds me of that a little bit. Same kind of vibe, kind of Armani Stronger with You vibe too, but not as powdery. So let's find out if this one gets my full seal approval. We'll move on to the next one. First impressions in the air, really nice. Not a wow factor, but nice. It gets a check because it's easy to wear. You're not going to offend anybody. People might even say you smell good if it's not a really, fragrance they haven't kind of smelled before in other designers. So check the box though. Alright, so performance. Solid for what it is. I think I got at least 6 hours out of it overall, my clothing, but I resprayed after 4. And it's really not that bad of a fragrance. And when I first smelled this, I said, oh, it's just another generic one. The more I smell it, the more I wore it, I was like, man, this is not a bad fragrance. It's going to boil down to, don't look for uniqueness. If you're a collector of these lineup, you're going to get it regardless. But if you're looking to get into bad boys, it's a good one to start with. It's an easy one to wear. Smells good. Performance is decent. I'm going to give it a half a check for performance. Not a full box check, but a half a check. All right, so is it a compliment getter? Does the wifey like it? The wifey did like it. She wasn't wow, but she liked it. She said, oh, that smells nice. No compliments wearing it, but I can understand that because I didn't go a lot of places. Do I feel like this one's a compliment getter? Yes, because it's a fragrance that's easy to smell, and the grapefruit is done so well, and it's sweet. And when you got that sweet citrusy vibe, people tend to like that. And finally, so we can give a full check for that. And the last box, how much do I recommend it? Do I think it's blind bottle worthy? No, because it's really a fragrance that's nothing different if you already have a bunch of designer fragrances with that same kind of vibe. But if you don't have this lineup, you should try it. Definitely sample it first. It's not really expensive. We're looking at $100 on Macy's where I bought mine for a 3.4 ounce. So it's still kind of high. And bad boys don't go down that much. They stay around the 70 to 80 range. So you won't get a huge discount, but you can give you time to sample it. But like I said, if you collect the lineup and you have them, then it's a must-have because it's an easy wear. A year-round wear, that's the pros of it. You can wear it year-round, and it does have decent performance, and it can be a compliment getter. So I'm going to give it about an 80% check on that. So 80% approval overall. Still blind bottle worthy, but just be cautious. You're not getting anything that's really radical or different. So that's Dazzling Garden right there. All right, let's move on to Colbat Elixir. This one has some intriguing notes. They all most elixirs don't have a lot of notes in the bad boy lineup. Excuse me, most bad boys. The elixir is the new trend. We're seeing everybody doing that. We've seen some duds and we've seen some hits, like Gucci Elixir. It's a hit. 1 Million Elixir. Jean Paul Gaultier's Elixir, a hit. 1 Million Elixir was good too. So on this one we have in the opening black pepper, sage, truffle in the middle, woodsy notes, vanilla and frankincense. So this is going to be more earthy, more herbal, definitely a lot more specific to colder weather in my opinion. The big note on the original was plum. On this one it's not plum. It is going to be that top note of black pepper and sage. There really isn't a fruity kind of like sweet note in this one. This one is definitely a step difference from the Cobalt Blue. So let's find out by putting the skin. Like I said, this one you got to take the cap off. These bigger bottles, you got to take the cap off. And let's put it in the air and we'll see what we get here. We'll see if this one gets my full seal approval. And I liked originally how it smelled. And I liked, this one, I don't care what anybody says. I feel like the note of plum is in there. It has the vibe of 1 Million Lucky, no doubt. That's what it reminds me of. It's 1 Million Lucky from Paco Rabanne. Is that a bad thing? Heck no. The biggest difference on this one It's going to be the dry down. It gets more earthy. It gets more kind of like earthy, and it gets more what's the word I'm looking for? Not spicy, but herbal. It gets earthy and herbal. That frankincense definitely takes away the sweetness, but the opening is sweet, super sweet, nutty, earthy, and herbal. A fragrance that definitely screams wear me in the cooler months. It almost has this gourmand vibe to it. Really, really nice. It has this kind of like, it's almost like it smells like a seasoning in some points. In the air, it smells different than when it's on the skin. This one is not as mass appealing as Dazzling Garden is going to be, or Colbat Blue. This one is going to be more specific to what you like. This is going to be less designer-like and more niche-like because of what is inside, what it has in there. It's got truffle in it. Come on. It almost gives off this baked seasoned bread vibe. Really weird, I know, but I like that. So this one does not smell as appealing as the other ones do, but it has its own uniqueness that really makes this one stand out. It's a definite unique fragrance. As I wore this during the day, it definitely changed from one that's sweet opening to a more herbal vibe and a little bit of spice in there too. But it definitely was not the same fragrance by the time it got through. I feel after a year, this is going to be different too. All right, so full seal approval or not, and we'll get out of here. Performance, check the box. This damn thing performs. No doubt, one spray is all I took, and I sprayed it 8 times on me. And I sprayed it 3 times on my clothes and 5 times on my skin, and it lasted all day. I did respray just to get that sweetness back because I really like the opening more than I do the dry down in the mid. So check the box on that. First impressions in the air is the best part of this fragrance. It's the opening, no doubt. Sweet, herbal, reminds me a lot of 1 Million Lucky in the air, no doubt. But then that dissipates fairly quickly, and you're not left with that same vibe. All right, so check that box too. Third box, is it a compliment getter? No, this is not a compliment getter. Unless they catch you spraying it the minute you spray it, I doubt people are going to really compliment you on this. The wifey didn't like it. We can't check that box at all. Finally, how much do I recommend this fragrance? I thought I was going to recommend this one more than Dazzling Gardens, but after wearing it and thinking about it, I feel like this is about 60 to 70% approval. It's not blind bottle worthy. It's sample worthy, but not blind bottle worthy. Now, if you're a collector of this line, you're going to get it. If you want something new, unique, and different, you're going to get it. If you like 1 Million Lucky's opening, but then more of a kind of spicy herbal dry down, you might like this one. But that's definitely up to you on that. I feel like I would wear this not as much as I wore Dazzling Gardens because I like a more mass appealing fragrance when I wear it. All right, that's it. Dazzling Garden gets about an 80%, 85% approval. This one closer to 65. Let's just say 65 overall. Blind bottle worthy, but not unique. Not blind bottle worthy. Sample first the Elixir and before you buy it. All right, because these are not cheap. That's all the time I got. I hope you enjoyed the video. I hope you have a great day. Y'all stay safe. Y'all stay well. And if you smell good, baby, and you feel good, then it's going to be all good. Fatboy Fragrance Reviews is out.